Hey y'all, what are you doing? Quit. We got company. Oh, we may not have nobody today. Hey Aid, how are you? What's up? So how's your day going? Ooh, a bug flew in my drink. Where you going, Dix? You come down here, you put a shirt on. Okay. My life is hot. It's been cooler today. It's cooler today than it has been. What are you wanting?
Can we do something?
What?
Can we go shoot?
I thought y'all been shooting. I've been hearing guns. But y'all go. Shh.
Shut up!
Hold on. Go down there. There's Blue. There's a big log down there. Y'all can put you some.
Yeah, Dad's asleep.
Maybe it won't. He's gonna want to get up and put his alternator on his tractor anyway. But yeah, there's a big. It's probably about 10 foot around. Log down there that y'all can put your targets on or whatever. Oh, okay. But yeah, that's what we have it down there for, is a range. Huh? Well, they'll probably all get scared here too. They don't like guns. But they'd be all right. They can run and hide. Well, hi, Dixie. Sorry. Nephew and Kate Bug wants to go shooting. So y'all hear guns going off. Y'all know what happened. And we have company today. What do you want? So how is everyone else doing? Oh yes, she loves the photobomb and she loves kisses. Don't you? Huh? You love kisses, don't you? Rick was outside working yesterday and she was following him around, and when he come in the house, she stood at the door crying for him. Hey, Nancy. But yeah, she stood at the door just a crying for him to come back out. She is a mess. So, what all are y'all up to today? Hey, Bella. So what? Oh, you're busy, Jana. You're busy. Ooh, making coffee and pizza. Well, that actually sounds pretty good, Aid. Can you send some my way? Hold on. It's going fast now. Hold on. Oh no, your dog got a tick. Oh, I should have knew you was shopping, Bella. I should have knew it. Y'all want to meet the sweetest person you will ever meet, and that is always happy. Go see Bella. Here's my beautiful Bella. And as soon as I say beautiful Bella, my other beautiful Bella comes. But so don't start freaking out if you hear gunshots. I know this sounds terrible, but I've been down there zeroing in rifles. And I pray to the Father above that I never have to use one to defend myself. But I'd rather have the blame thing and never need it as need it and not have it. Yes, Bella, you do, baby. 'Cause this world has gone crazy, sweetheart. I tell you what, did y'all watch the ads that they put on my video when it said, where my video said that I'm not ashamed of my color? I cried. Because one of the ads said, no lives can matter until a certain lives matter. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And the thing of it is, hi, Lady B. I love everyone. I mean, I love everyone. Everybody's life matters to me. That's what I don't understand. Everybody's life matters to me. Your breath stinks and you burped in my face. And I'll guarantee you, everybody in this room, everyone in this room cares about everybody. Ugh! Oh, quit. You leave her alone. She ain't hurt me. She's just pushing me. Exactly. I can't say you the because my brain ain't smart enough to pronounce that word, Lady B. But I know, sweetheart. I watch your videos. That's why I'm saying everybody in this room loves everybody. I have not seen one prejudice. Everybody I walk, yeah, just call you B, okay. Everybody I watch, and I watch all races. Because you know what? There's only one race, and that's the human race. We are all brothers and sisters. I don't care what color our skin are. But every person of different colored skin that I have watched, I will guarantee you, if I was in a bad place, they'd be there to help me. And if I knew they was in a bad place, I'd be there to help them. But I'm going to tell you what, there's a lot of people waking up, and I praise God for that. There is a lot of people waking up, seeing that there ain't as much of this crap going on that they were taught or that the news media is teaching them. And you got to praise the Father above for that. But yeah, I mean, I'm just like, when that chick unleashed on us in that one room over a stupid game, and I was going to help her until the attitude come out, and then it was like, oh, screw you. Oh, I got to catch up on comments, y'all. So forgive me. Oh my goodness. I cannot say that. I can't say that word. Well, I tell you what, it's hard to not get upset. I'm going to tell you what upsets me the most. And we're talking about this one group of people that's causing all the issues, saying that, I don't even like to use the term black because it ain't black, we're human. But if they cared so blame much, they would stop all culture, uncultured crime, period. And that just, it just, hey Rick, it just chaps my, it's like a flame 3 foot high, it just chaps my butt. Exactly, Bella. That they all need to be bent over our laps and just blister their little butts. Oh my gosh, what? $34 shots, 34 in. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, B. If the lives mattered so blame much to them, they'd stop that crap. The only time those lives matter is if they think they can make $1. That's what pisses me off. Because we're all God's people. We're all God's children, whether they believe in God or not. We're His kids, whether they believe in Him or not. And I'm kind of confused because I don't know if I'd have to pay myself or what I'm going to have to do. Because according to the deal now, if your ancestor was a slave, you're going to get compensation, okay? So how am I going to compensate myself? Because one side of my family was slaves and the other side of them was the owners. I ain't figured that crap out. So do I just stick money aside and pay myself? What do I do? Oh my gosh, stuff is so fast I can't keep up on that. But yeah, I don't know what to do. It's just, and I beg y'all to pray for Oklahoma tonight. Because there's something in my guts. This stuff's going to get really bad in Tulsa. And I'm not going. I'm just going to stay here and pray. Oh my gosh, you're kidding. That's right. We're not against each other. I guarantee you there's more of us people in this world that loves each other than there is in this world that hates each other. But the thing of it is, the old devil won't let us spread the love. But boy, he'll sure take off with that hate now, won't he? Hey, Angel Lady. But I tell you what, I'll guarantee you, in this world, there is more of us that love each other than hate each other. But they can't capitalize on that love. But boy, they can sure make a profit on hate. Oh, have y'all ever watched Terrence Williams? He's a comedian, and I love him. He is funnier than all get out. Well, see, that's the thing of it is. Exactly what it says in the Pledge of Allegiance. United we all stand, but divided we will fall. And that's what they want. They want the nation to fall. So what better way to divide us than hate? Oh, I don't know. I tell you what, I tell you. they want to stop this. Well, it was called Chaz. Now I think it's called CHOP. All they would have to do, since they're declaring their own nation, shut off all services and fatalities to them, and use the same ID system for coming and going from their border to ours. And I'll guarantee you, in a couple of days, this stuff would be over. But that can't be done because they would say it's inhumane. Oh my, that sign. Hold on a minute. I gotta move. I can't see the phone. Y'all, I don't want you looking up my nose, but me too. Me too, B. Oh, I tell you what. People get so butthurt over everything. I mean, lands, this is a sensitive land or world today. That's right, they do. But that Terrence Williams, he had some pancakes made up, and he was and the syrup, and he made it, and you just got to watch him. He did a video on it, and he said, "Well, if Aunt Jemima's racist," he said, "she's raised me all my life," and he said, "I've loved her dearly." He said, "Just send me all your Aunt Jemima boxes." Up. Where'd it go? Honey, I haven't really been selling any items anymore. It was called Bitty Boo's Boutique, but I really don't sell on there anymore. Hey, Gardner. One race, human race. That's right. But I missed somebody, I think. If I missed you, sweet. Oh, hey, Sean. Yeah, Sean. How are you? Dad, burn it. I'm gonna have to quit touching this phone, y'all. I end up blocking somebody because I ain't smart enough to use it. But anyway, which homestead, baby? Um, B, you need to explain to me, sweetheart. I live on the land that I grew up on. I bought it from my parents. I started buying my land when I was 18 years old. Yeah, they're down there zeroing in their guns. But this land I was raised on all my life. I was raised in the house a quarter of a mile up the road. My sister lives in it now. There is I don't know if you'll be able to see. Let me see if I can switch this camera around without. There we go. Hold on. Let me walk out here. Maybe you'll be able to see it. I don't know if I'll be able to zoom in on it or not. Let me walk up the little hill. Okay. Yeah, you should be able to see it. Maybe. You see that tallest tree right there in the middle? That's a black walnut tree. When I was a kid, after I got all my chores done in the summer, I'd grab a book. I'd walk down to this pasture here, go up underneath that tree. I'd be sitting there with a blanket, and my horse would lay down right beside me, and I'd sit there and read stories to my horse. And of course, we had a blue heeler and a border collie. They would lay on the blanket with me, and I would be leaned up against the horse reading stories to her. Her name was Lady. See if I can switch this around. You wrote a comment and was automatically deleted. When? No, it wasn't on my boutique page, baby. I was playing a Bingo Blitz, which is an app. It's just a game on Facebook. And I don't know why she did what she did. Maybe it was just to cause a ruckus. Heck, I don't know. Can y'all hear me better? I have this thing plugged into a mic with a little fuzzy on it. I love walnuts. My favorite ice cream is black walnut. But yeah, my favorite ice cream is black walnut. Fat girl can eat some black walnut ice cream. Oh, are they a pro for? I know they'll burn you. Those little shells, trying to peel that stuff off those shells. I might have to plug my phone in, y'all. It says I'm gonna die. So, those little shells, I tell you what, I'd go out there, I'd gather those walnuts. I'd have buckets full. Go home and start taking those old husk things off. My little old hands would be just as black as they could be. And thing of it is, I always did it on Saturday. We had church on Sunday, And y'all know that stuff don't wash off. I mean, it takes weeks for it to come off. Oh, my mama would be mad. She'd say, you need to wear gloves. You can't feel what you're doing in gloves. Whew, it's getting hot. Whew. Just a minute, Blue Boy. I have got to quit smoking. I'm getting to where I'm out of breath all the time. Getting where I can't breathe this morning. Oh, got the... No, Dixie, you ain't coming in. Oh, it's cool in here, y'all. Just don't look at my mess. I've got to get to cleaning. So, yes, it would turn, my little old hands would be just black from those green husks. Whew. Tell you what, that sun come out, it rained. The sun come out, that humidity, I'm gonna have to take the, off. The mic, because I only have one plug. Let the fat girl cool off a minute. Ooh. Let's see if I can actually get y'all on the computer to where I can see comments, because I don't like not seeing comments. Where is Facebook? There's Facebook. I mean, that ain't Facebook. Dad burn it. I'm talking about YouTube. Uh-oh. That may not exist no more. YouTube might have done got mad at me and just got rid of me. There I am. I got to make sure I turn the... Let me turn the speaker off so I ain't echoing. There we go. Oh boy, they have Mr. Biden for one of my commercials. Not skip ahead. Y'all don't have to watch. Please don't watch him. Skip my ads if you got to. I figure out where to put y'all. It this way. Better. Oh, I can see it now. I got. No, a pony is just a small horse. Yeah, all birds can lay eggs without a male. They just ain't fertile. Bee lady, you have... Don't you have bee or chickens, baby? I was thinking you had chickens. I know you got bees. Yeah, a chicken won't sting you. They might peck your toe. Now, B. I may be getting you confused, but aren't you in Kansas? Why are they illegal? Check into it, make sure you can have them. You might not be able to have a rooster, but you should be able to have a hen. And you might be only allowed to have 2 or 3. I don't know why, darling, but I was sure thinking you were in Kansas. Well, we may just have to get you out of New York, bring you to Oklahoma. But I tell you what, chickens, they do make life a lot easier. They can be a pain in the patootie, though, I ain't gonna lie. Um, B, was it you that made the cakes for Sherry? You made something for Sherry, and man, it looked good. I don't remember what it was, but I was thinking, oh my gosh, that looks so good. Yeah, raccoons are buttheads. No, I mean, didn't you bake her something and take it to her though at one of the meetups? Hey, Frank. There was something you took to one of the or maybe it was Wanda and Danny's meetup. You took something. Well, crap, then I got you confused with somebody else on that. But whoever it was, my gosh, it looked delicious. But I don't know why, but in my head it was you that done it. Yeah, you can a little bit. Jenna's got enough food to last her 90 years. But yeah, you went to Deep South Homestead. Squeak. Oh, my voice breaks up from time to time. I think it's my smoking. I gotta quit smoking, y'all. Oh, was it my Yeah, I have a cigarette. I have a cigarette machine. Oh, that was my cigarette machine. I take my tube, put my tobacco in the machine, stick my tube on there, and push the lever down, and it goes and injects my tube full of tobacco. Yes, they don't allow it here, but all fruit, anyone trying to have. All right, Gardner, you take care. Have a blessed day. Please pray for Tulsa, because there's just something in my gut says some bad crap's gonna go down tonight. What do you mean he added to the rules? Oh, the HOA president. Oh. Yeah, people need to get out of those communist housing authorities. Because they do not want you to be self-sufficient. They want you dependent. Are they? Well, I know, pray for them. Because some bad crap gonna happen, and I'm afraid it's gonna break out here in Oklahoma. I'm 80 miles from Tulsa. I gotta let a dog in. But the only thing I do not like is I'm 7 miles from the turnpike, from the exit. Now I'm gonna let them know now, I don't care who you are, don't care what color you are, you come to my place, you don't start nothing, they won't be nothing. But I will not back down, as my shirt says. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. Can y'all see that? It says I will not comply. Oh my gosh. Frank, y'all need to get a, hold on, I gotta try to, oh, I will. But the thing of it is, they have cops so scared. Do you think the cops are really gonna come to try to help? I mean, after the way people's treated them? I mean, there are some bad cops. I will be the first to say there is some worthless SOB cops out there. But I'm gonna tell you what. There's some worthless SOBs in every color out there. And there's good cops, and then there's good people in every color. Oh, Truth is in Buffalo? I didn't realize that's where you were at. Honey, I'm going to tell you what. Hey, there's scumbags. There's scumbags everywhere. But I'm going to tell you what, there's a lot of good people I would trust with my life everywhere too. That's right. Good and evil knows no race. And again, there is only one race. That's the human race. And I tell you what, this is what gets me. We call our critters the animals, right? Oh, yes, ma'am, I do. Yes, ma'am, I do. My family lives out. I live amongst all my relatives. um, and if they're not my relatives, most of them raised me or made sure I was well taken care of. See, where I was born and raised here, and everybody watched everybody's kids because we all played together. And I would take off on my horse after I got all my chores done. I would leave, take off. I might be gone 6 or 8 hours, okay? But Mama knew where I was at every minute. Because as soon as I went around the bend, one neighbor was calling, saying she's on her horse here, she's okay. Well, you go a little bit further, the other one would call and say, hey, she just passed the house. That's how our family kept track of us. So there wasn't going to be no kidnapping and stuff like that out here, because I tell you what, neighbors would have killed for other people's kids. But if you took off, you tell your mama, okay, I'm going to the river. Because we'd ride our horses down to the river, y'all. And we'd all meet up. All of us that had horses would meet up, and the ones that didn't have horses was usually on the back of the ones that did have horses. So when I left here, I would stop at my neighbor's, pick up Monty. And then from then on, neighbors would call and say, okay, they're headed to the river. They just passed my house. Next neighbor would say they're headed to the river. They just passed my house. And I'm going to tell you what, if we happen to see an older person out in the yard working, every one of us kids would stop our horses. We'd tie our horses up. We would go help that person in their garden, mow their yard, do whatever, and climb back up on our horses and leave. That's how country folk did it. And there was one little lady that we would always stop and help. We'd do it. We'd rake her leaves. We'd mow her yards. We'd do it all for her. And every Sunday, y'all, she'd bring a cake to church for us kids that stopped and helped her do things. That was the best cake we ever ate. We got cakes every Sunday. And then if she didn't have cakes, she'd make popcorn balls. Oh my God, y'all ever had a homemade popcorn ball? Oh my goodness gracious. She kept us kids just fat. And we was glad to help because she had made us the sweets. Oh, lady, or B, you've got to have some homemade popcorn balls. They ain't nothing better. And for Halloween, she made them every year. And bless her heart, she thought the sun rose and set on me. I ain't sure why. But she'd always stick 4 of them in my trick-or-treat bag. Maybe she just knew I was a fat girl and she just wanted to keep me fat. I don't know. But I tell you what, Mrs. Kelly, she was awesome. And we had one lady that when I was little, Mama said I started walking when I was like, well, she said I started talking at 6 months, and she said I ain't shut up since. And she said I was walking and running by the time I was 8 months. Anyway, we had a little lady. Her name was Mrs. Hodges. And she would call every day, maybe 4 or 5 times a day. Because I would run to that phone just as fast as my little legs would take me. I'd pick up that phone and say, hello, hello, hello. And that's all she called for, was to hear me say, hello, hello, hello. And we had a little lady down this way. Her name was Mrs. Duckworth. They never had any kids. So, according to her, I was her baby. So if Mama had to go to town, Mrs. Duckworth would say, can I watch the baby? Well, shoot far. I got to where I was 12 years old, and she's still saying, can I watch the baby? Oh, and yeah, my granny could make some fried pies. My mama does a pretty snapping good job of it, but my granny, she can make some fried pies. And my mama, I don't know what y'all call them. We call them butter rolls. But she would take and make up a dough. She'd roll that little dough out. She'd put a little butter in there, sugar, cinnamon, and nutmeg, and squeeze up that little pouch. And she'd get her milk on the stove, and she called it scalding it. Not scorching it, scalding it. And she would drop those little pouches in that milk. Well, the butter rolls kind of cooked a little too long and they fell apart. And she said, "Oh, I just made a mess." She said, "I just made a mess out of them old butter rolls." And we're sitting there because it was dessert time. And she put some on my plate and I ate it. And of course, you know how little kids are, because she'd say, "I just made a mess out of them." And I looked at her and I picked up my bowl and I looked at her. I said, "Mama, can I have some more of them nasty old butter rolls?" And she would laugh so hard. She's a little short, heavy set lady. And she'd laugh so hard her little belly'd get to rolling. I miss my mama. And y'all, I haven't been paying attention to chat. Now, my mama could teach you how to make fried pies without them leaking, but fried pies is not my forte. Hey, Shaky. But Mama, she would take and you don't. One key thing to it is you don't put too much filling. And once you roll out your crust, you take a little water, you go around the edge. You put the water on your finger and you go around the edges, then you fold it over. Then once you fold it over, you take your fork and you mash all the way around it. Then once that fork's mashed, you take those edges, roll them up again and mash them again. That's the only thing I know. Hey, Detroit Preppin', all is well here so far. We shall see tonight. Craziness is going to hit Tulsa City. Thank God we don't live nowhere close to it. Well, we live 80 miles from it. But I tell you what, brother, the world's getting scary. Oh, we didn't have cable TV. We had an antenna. Matter of fact, we still got an antenna. Yeah, they would, but I'd also have a bad night. I don't ever want to have to. I don't ever want to have to pick up a gun in anger. I will, but I don't want to have to. I never want to have to take another life. Hey, Chipper. We have talked about everything. We have talked about everything today, Chipper. We've talked about we can't understand why people can't just love each other, treat each other with respect. We can't understand why the world is going the way it's going. And then we've talked about goats. We've talked about black walnuts, fried pies, butter rolls. All right, B, you take care, honey. You stay safe. If you ever need anything, all you have to do is give us a holler. Okay, B. Frank, you're just scared of cat. You missed my goat earlier, Frank. I was sitting out there a while ago and she was over there giving me kisses and then burped in my face. That was a little sickening. But she thinks she has to help hubby with chores. And if he comes in the house, she'll come up on the porch and cry for him. Yep, Dixie. When I come in a while ago, she was trying to follow me in the door. Like I said, Frank, you want goats, you want female goats. Female goats are sweethearts. Male goats can be arses. I went out there the other day to take care of my goats. S'more come running at me full blessed and hit me and bit me over. Yeah, milk goats. Y'all, I'm gonna go find me a hair tie real quick. I'll be right back. Hey, babe, do you know what that air conditioner's set on? Because it's either hotter and you know what in this house or I'm having one hell of a hot flash. It's a hot flash because you're cold? Well, you'd think 20 years of these suckers, they'd be over. She does need a diaper, but Rick still wouldn't let her in the house. Yeah, they don't understand. But I'm gonna tell you what, Jana, as long as they're starting to store something, that'll be another day that they're not starving. Yeah, y'all gotta go see Frank's experience with the goat. Oh my God, it's hilarious. I called him a sissy.
Mama, where's your headphone thingies?
Earbuds.
Yeah, pink ones.
Oh, my earmuffs.
My ears hurt. They're ringing a lot.
Hold on, I gotta go find my ear protection for them shooting guns.
They keep ringing.
I ain't sure where it's at. Now they'll squeeze your head.
Not really.
Well, they do mine.
You got a big head. Not my fault.
Oh, shut up, little girl.
I can hear my ears.
My 13-year-old is practicing shooting guns. Where can you buy food grade what? You can find them at Lowe's. You can find them at Home Depot. They will say food grade on them. My suggestion when you get them, Frank, get you a Gamma lid with it. The Gamma lids is about as, well, it's probably about $1 more than the bucket, but it's so worth it. A Gamma Seal lid will slide down and you lock it in place. But the inside of it can twist and it'll open up and you can, and it's got a seal on it. Hold on. A Gamma bucket will have a ring that stays on the bucket. This is the inside of the ring, and it twists, and you can get in and out of that bucket without having to use one of those pain in the butt bucket openers. Yes, Tractor Supply has them too. Kate's been shooting now for what? Huh? No, she's been shooting with Justin longer than that. I think she was about 8 when he started shooting with her. She might have been 9. She's a pretty good little shot. Let's see. Also, just a tip, Frank, if you go to vacuum seal rice, okay? And you're putting it in the like the seal-a-mill things. And I'm gonna give you a tip with the flour too. You take that rice, you put it inside a paper bag. Then you seal it up. The reason of it is a paper bag will help keep that rice, from puncturing holes in your plastic. You also can put your flour, but before you seal your flour, before you store flour, you make sure you put that flour in a freezer for 3 to 4 days. I usually keep mine in there about 3 or 4 weeks to make sure all larvae, eggs, or whatever is dead. And you can take that flour, put it in those paper bags. Fix that paper bag at the very top to where, it folds over. Then put it down in your plastic bag and vacuum it out. That keeps the powder, the flour, from clogging up your brain fart vacuum sealer. How long is what good for, Detroit? I tell you what, we're gonna do the flour. Oh my gosh, brother, it can be good for years. Depending on the temperature that is kept in. But it depends on the temperature. Now, if you got it in a cool basement, you may get 30 or more years out of it. But if y'all want me to, we'll start doing some videos on storing things. Yep. Yeah, you want to do the same thing with cornmeal, rice, and oats. You need a better indoor garden? Well, I tell you what, at the way things is going, brother, invest in you some solar panels and some grow lights. Because if people see it growing outside, and they're hungry, they're going to take it. But you have a pretty good sized basement, don't you? Don't you, Roger? I can't remember. Yep, grits. You can do grits that way too. Potato flakes. Instant potatoes. Stock up on them. Rubber. What's rubber? I said Roger. Powdered milk. Go if you can. If you can. Look at your local Dollar Tree and grab some shelf-stable milk. Some of y'all may not know what I'm talking about, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. You turn the light on and see what I'm doing. This is not canned milk, but this is whole milk. This is good for hell, this one I'm gonna have to use this year. This one's good October 24th, 2020. You take this, you just set it on your shelf and you have it. Yeah, at Dollar Tree, it's $1 a box, so you're spending $4 a gallon, but it's worth it. I can't tell you how many times that we've ran out of milk and I've just had to go grab one off my shelf. You put one of these in an ice box, you cannot tell this from the milk you buy out of the refrigerator at the store. Dollar Tree also has the 2%, 1% almond milk and soy milk. So, it doesn't hurt to have them. I mean, it wouldn't hurt you to have some of all of them because, well, you know how things go. Milk is milk. Well, there you go, Elizabeth. Go to Dollar Tree. Stock up on you some shelf-stable milk. You want to shorten that? But that you'd probably just have to build yourself. Oh my gosh, Jan is always busy. It is much better. Frank, powdered milk's good for cooking. But I'm going to be honest with you. It tastes like caca trying to drink it. You can't get that crap cold enough to drink. Sure, Gardner. We can do it right now. That's right. Our most righteous and only Father, Lord, we come to you. We raise Gardner up to you, Lord. You know what the health issues is that's going on in their life. Lord, if it be in your will, please heal them and make everything just go away. We know that you are the only one that can actually do it. You are the one true God. In your name we pray. Amen. But yeah, we can start doing some prepping stuff. I've got more room to do it over in the cabin, so we'll have to do it over there. But hey, that's where my dehydrators and things are too. So what's the first thing y'all want to know that I can do a video on? Or we can do it on a live. That would probably be easier. That way people could ask questions. You're welcome, honey. Okay, you want spices? Y'all see Country Living East Oregon style? She's the queen of spices. I'm just now getting started on spices. We can do that too. But if y'all will click on Jana, you still got your channel up, don't you, babe? Well, I'm sure you do because you're in here. Her and her late husband will show you all sorts of different things. She can show you how to make Canadian bacon. She can show you how to make Pastron. Help me out, Jana. I think it's called Pastron. I can't say it. Thank you. She can tell you how, she can show you how to make the was it corned beef, Jana? She smokes cheese. I ain't found nothing she can't do. I'm gonna be honest. I believe she has a video on summer sausage. I may be wrong, but I think she does. Honey, she smokes every kind of cheese she can get her hands on. Now that's something I ain't mastered is smoking. Other than cigarettes. I'm pretty good at that. But she's got videos on different seasonings, making taco seasoning stuff in that. Now she's the girl on that stuff. Yeah, she does. You talk about prepping cheese, she can. Yes, sir. She sure does. From the spices to everything. You should have seen all the spices she grows. I may have a video on apple butter. I don't know if Jana has an apple butter video. I don't know if I have an apple butter video. I think I do. Oh, I know. I know. That irritates me too, Roger. That irritates me. That irritates me that they don't allow us to do that no more. But you know why they did that. All these ones that did the you know what for you know what. That's why they stopped that mess. And there's an Lady B. She keeps changing her name on me. Used to be the Hopeful Homesteader, maybe the Urban Homestead. I don't know. She does a lot of that stuff too. Now, see, I love lemon pepper. Um, let me see what I have to get put up tomorrow. And I'll just do it on live. I'm not a huge fan of grits, but I'll get some. I like it if it's got sugar and butter in it. But right now I know I have videos on strawberry jelly, um, apple jelly. I think I have it on plum, and I think I have it on cherry. I'm not sure. And I think I have a Canon chili video. I don't remember. Yeah, brown sugar is just molasses and sugar. Just mixing it together. Janet, don't you have a video of making your own baking powder? I think she does, but I can't remember for sure, y'all. I know you have videos on making all sorts of seasonings. Yeah, you have to cook it down, Detroit. Oh, silver maples? I don't know about silver maples. I'm sure you probably could. Um, look up on Google search syrup out of a silver maple and see. Because I don't know if silver maple would be poisonous or not. That's why I say Google search that sucker. But like our pecan trees, we can make syrup from the sap from those. I've never done it. But you know, if crap gets too awful bad, we may have to. And one thing a lot of people don't tell you to store, but you really store your corn syrups. Oh, will YouTube? Maybe look it up on YouTube. It might have silver maples on YouTube for it. Brother, I honestly don't know. We used to have silver maple trees, and they pissed Rick off so bad he cut them down and ripped Right, he yanked up all the roots. And he swore if I ever planted another and he was going to put his foot up my rear. Oh. He was ready to kill me. They're fast growing trees, but I tell you what, they're a nuisance. And he was ready to break his foot off in my butt for planting those trees. I just did what my daddy told me to do. Uh, it is a little pokey, isn't it? But I've just started growing herbs, so I'm not the person to come to on spices. I've just started growing them. And I'm getting pretty good at growing them, though, evidently, because they're taking off. Um, and also, when y'all get beans, put them suckers in the freezer. If you can leave them in there 3 weeks, please just put them in there for 3 weeks. It'll kill all larvae and stuff off of those too. Now, if you're going to put your food in, like the bags you seal, and you want to put them in a bucket, now that bucket does not have to be food grade if you've got it in a bag. But yeah, she has a video on how to make instant beans, instant rice, yeah, potatoes. Jenna has a lot of food storage videos or teaching you how to make it to where you can store it for food storage. But well, y'all, I've been on here over an hour and a half. I better get off. So remember, the world is a better place because y'all are in it. Don't ever forget it. And I love y'all, each and every one. Y'all take care. Bye. And I don't remember how to turn my